We are back again. You know what? I say that every time and I think, duh, after I say it. Like, we're just happy to be back. We're happy to hang out with you guys every week. Kel, Adam, how are you?
I'm great. This just reminds me of Guess Who's Back? Back again. Shady's back. Back again. That's it.
I haven't heard from Shady since he did the Super Bowl, so I'm not sure if he's on vacation or what's going on.
That's shady. I snuck away in between episodes and I didn't see him in Mexico.
No, so he wasn't there. But you did see a Quebec license plate.
I did.
In Mexico?
Not even just Mexico. And not even as specific as Cancun. Isla Mujeres, which is a ferry ride about 18 minutes off of Cancun in this small little island. And not just small and little, 7 kilometers long, which for our friends in the States is what, 4 miles?
4 miles,
right.
yeah.
4 miles long. Super cute. Principal mode of transportation, a golf cart.
Oh, I love it.
Super fun. Beautiful weather, blue skies, blue water, sunshine, everything great. And then outside our building one day, we see a white van pull up and park and people get out and we're like, is that a Quebec license plate? Because how did that happen? We thought we were here alone. So there they were. They found paradise too. Good for them.
Yep, that's nice.
Yeah.
We're happy you're back safe, Sharon.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm happy to be here too. And we are ready.
Yeah, before you do the big rundown of what the show is, I just want to congratulate you on almost a full week of morning show action. So congratulations.
Thanks.
And
Bravo.
you're kicking
Thank you
butt
very
and
much.
taking numbers. Yep.
It's, you know what? It's super fun. And I am fortunate. I was just talking to a friend of mine and I was saying, you know what? I'm used to working by myself. And I realize as I'm looking at my 2 friends on my screen here, that I'm used to working by myself in radio. Thankfully, I have a team experience with you guys to draw from moving forward and working with 2 people on our new radio show. So thank you guys very much for being supportive, but for also giving me great inspiration all the time.
We're happy to help, Sharon. Happy to help.
You good people. That's why. And we have got a lot to tackle. And funny that while Scream 5, it might be out of theaters by now. How long, like we were talking about the movie just a couple of weeks ago. No, I'm pretty sure it's still available, obviously.
I thought it was so good.
Yeah. And they're already talking about a 6th.
Yes.
What? And if that happens, it might affect another one of its stars. We're not going to talk about her so much. We'll tell you what doesn't affect that star's daughter.
Okay.
I know I'm trying to create a puzzle here. We've also got new music news from one of the great bands of our favorite decade, ahead of our actual favorite decade. So from the 80s, and some concert info for another one of the great modern country bands. Great news. Kelly's trivia, 90s rewind that'll take us back to 1997. And since we've had a pretty good record of finding some news on J-Lo over the past few weeks, we've got another angle, just how one of her co-stars feels about working with her. So I figure let's start there.
What's going on?
Well, it's Josh Duhamel's got something to say about J-Lo. Kelly, what does he have to say?
He loves her.
He loves it.
I love him. He's such a cute boy and he seems like he's super into whatever he's doing. And I think he's actually engaged now also in because he was with Fergie and they called it quits, but he's with someone else now. And I think that they're all happily co-parenting little Axel.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Co-parenting is such a modern reference for the 2000s.
Like conscious uncoupling, Sharon.
Exactly that. But I think it's rooted in the fact that people are making smart decisions for the, better outcome for their young families. So that can't be bad.
No, can't be bad. Love J-Lo.
Unless there's allegations that it is bad.
Yeah, unless there's allegations.
But back to J-Lo and Josh Duhamel for a second. It's the shotgun wedding, which we talked about on 90's Now a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
What did he refer to her as? She is a boss.
Yeah.
Tell us something we don't know, Josh. Like she does everything, right? So it's no surprise that he'd be wowed by her prowess.
And if memory serves, by the way, that was the movie she was filming when things went sideways with her main man at the time, Mr. Rodrigo. Not Rodrigo, that's Olivia Rodrigo. Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, yes. Well, the first time or the final time?
I think the final time.
Right.
Yeah, because I remember because she filmed some of this movie. I don't know if all of it, but I believe she filmed some of this in Mexico. And Alex went down there, I think, to salvage things. I guess about a year ago, actually, like March of 21. And they were together because there was paparazzi shots, of course. And then, yeah, it wasn't that long, like, a few weeks later that they called it. So
Imagine though, we're having trouble in our relationship, and I know you're super busy at work, but I'm just going to come down there to your super busy work location and try and make you know that I'm okay.
maybe he was
Typical
summoned
A-Rod.
though. Maybe he was summoned.
Oh, maybe. I like that.
She's a
'cause why?
boss.
She's a boss. Exactly. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, good for Shotgun Wedding. When are we getting that again? That's summertime?
Soon, right? Like in a, is it a couple of weeks or a month? It's soon.
I hope so. Can you hear the sound in the background?
I can hear a little. Is that your light?
No, it's the
No.
dog.
What's the doggy doing?
Shadow, the 12 pounder is scratching out the surface of a pillow because you know how they have that instinct to do that. So he's having his way with a pillow and a hoodie at the moment. So he's doing fine after his dental surgery yesterday.
And
Normal.
the release date for Shotgun Wedding is June 29th.
Oh,
That's it, Adam.
perfect.
Good job.
So
Right in
still
time
got a
to-
few months.
It's fun. There's something fun about looking forward to a movie in the summertime.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a thing because you don't have to dress up to go out there, like living in Canada.
Yeah. Oh, the layers. Oh,
I started going back to the movie theaters recently.
oh
It's
good.
so much fun. Like I used to never go, and now I'm going close to once a week. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this one will be another one because he described it as Josh Duhamel described it as a funny bonkers movie. So that says summertime to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny bonkers. I like
that's
that.
Funny bonkers. Jot that down. Word of the summer. Hang on a second.
That's
here.
a bumper sticker.
Funny bonkers. Honk, honk.
I think we're ready for some trivia. Shit.
Line it up, man.
Let's do it.
90s. Now, trivia.
Bing bong.
Bing to the bong.
These are epic questions. Get ready on the fun cards. Woo. So we'll start with hobbies, toys, and games. Pokemon started with games created for which slammin' Nintendo console?
Adam,
Go, Adam.
the Game Boy Color.
Can I give it to him, Sharon? Because it was Game Boy. What do we say?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I wanted to say Game Boy, and I was like, I'm going to be more specific.
I've never even heard of Game Boy Color.
Versus Game Boy Black and White.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, to be fair, they might have been a version before Game Boy Color.
Okay. So we'll
That's
give it
okay.
to you, Adam. Game Boy.
I
Sharon, did you have a clue?
Yes.
Not one. No.
Yeah.
That was my first ever video game. The red version of Pokemon on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Video game I've ever played in my whole life.
And you were 4.
Maybe 6 or 7 or 5.
Already jaded
somewhere
at 6
there.
or 7.
Oh, by the way, it's important to mention in betwixt our two shows,
Betwixt.
Adam celebrated his 28th birthday. Happy birthday.
Ah, yay. Happy
Thank you very
birthday,
much.
Adam.
2 days ago, I turned 28.
Yeah. We
Fantastic.
celebrated his champagne birthday last year because he was 27 on the 27th.
28.
And he's the same age as the
baby's
as the
growing
Beebs.
up.
2 days apart from the Beebs.
Yeah, 2 days apart from the Beebs.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So you're living parallel lives. Happy birthday, Adam.
He loves it so much he disappeared.
Yeah.
I know. Well, want to know why?
Did you press
I-
the off button?
He fell down.
I ordered some food at home and it just got there.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
back.
All right.
What's for
Question number
dinner?
2. Question number 2 is a sports question. And this is just perfect for you to get ready for your dinner, Adam.
Okay.
Which boxer's ear did Mike Tyson bite off during a fight in 1997? Go, Sharon.
Evander Holyfield.
Yes. Good
I would
job,
have never
Sharon.
known that.
And
I
you
feel
know
like
who
this is the first time in a while that you each have got one, or was it a couple weeks ago? Maybe you did that too.
Been a
we're
while.
finding our balance.
Yeah. By the way, before you move on, Sharon, I must say, because as we've discussed before, the cards often have fun words that they think are fun attached
Oh,
to
God.
answers and or questions.
Yep.
So the answer that they put for the one you just got, Evander Holyfield, period. Brutal exclamation mark.
It's true. Gosh, you look at the footage from that and like it's just a weirdo curiosity, like, wow, I wonder how that happened. It's gross. Like, what are you doing, man? Yeesh.
I don't think he was in all of his mental facilities at that point to be
He
doing that.
was in too
Yep.
many mental
Yeah.
facilities, perhaps. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
lot. Like
That was a lot to take in, not unlike the Lenny Kravitz peekaboo story.
peekaboo,
Yeah.
peekaboo, we're here, soft leather. Hello.
I think you miss showing me that picture every so often.
I do.
Yeah.
Soon enough, Kel.
Yeah.
Bring the Kravitz back.
Bringing the Kravitz. That's a new hat. We're
Yeah.
giving it new life. Show me the Kravitz. How about then we uncrypt? Is that a word? Decrypt?
I like it.
Take the crypt away.
Yeah.
Something like that. The new music actually that we were going to talk about. It's Tears for Fears
Mhm.
that are closing in on about like 18 years since their last album. That's all. You know, just doing their
Wow.
thing, keeping it real, but sounds great. Just incredible. It's so nice that they're back together after this many years and doing their thing. And they were just doing other things, right? And time flies. We know that when you're having fun or not. And Tipping Point was actually just released by the time of this show about a week ago. So there's that, which is exciting because they're doing some shows too. But it's the Chicks that are heading out on tour for the first time since they dropped the Dixie part of their name, which they have said with everything that's been going on in the last few years, that all the ugliness surrounding the racial unrest, the straight up racism, that they couldn't defend having the word Dixie in their name anymore, knowing that the origin as a band name wasn't intended to have any racist undertones or anything like that. But they know that historically the term is hateful, negative, and that they couldn't obviously tolerate having it in their name anymore. So I think that that's the true definition of being woke.
Yeah.
Call Cece Peniston.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call her through Instagram, but we'll see if she takes my call.
You might not.
Dixie Chicks album is called sorry, what am I seeing? Old habits. The Chicks album is called Gaslighter. It's excellent, and the shows to support it are going to run between June and August, a North American tour. See,
I wonder if they'll I feel like they'll extend it probably.
well, yeah, why not?
Although what's troubling is I don't, and I could be wrong, but I mean, you would remember maybe more than me, Sharon. Like, have they come to Montreal? Like, I feel like no.
Yes,
Oh, they have. Okay,
they
good.
did during that whole debacle of when they had criticized George W. Bush while
Okay.
they were in Europe, and then everything blew up for them, and country radio stations in the States stopped playing their music because of them sharing their opinion about the president at the time.
Yeah,
And I believe what they said was that they were ashamed
yeah.
because of what he was doing.
Mhm.
And of course, you're entitled to your opinion, but no, I guess you're not. And they lost it, meaning they lost everything that they had built to that point because everybody turned on them. And obviously, you still have to work. So they went to places that didn't turn them away. And certainly Canadian fans of country music were very much on board. And they sold out stadiums here, or big arenas anyways. Like we had them, I saw them, I've seen them in Montreal twice. And
Okay, great.
both times
Okay.
it's been incredible shows.
And that was
Like,
back in 2017. It's been 5 years already.
there's that one. And then there was one in, I think it was, I want to say 2008.
Okay.
Wow.
I want to
Because
say
wasn't
that.
the debacle 2003-ish with George
Maybe
W.
it was
Bush?
2003. See, I wanted to say 8, but I meant 3.
Okay. Well, I figured, but there was aftermath of years of them not being accepted.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like their career went sideways, like completely. And I won't say it out loud, but I think because I don't want to paint the wrong artist, but I know there was a massive country male artist
Yeah.
who
What's his
completely
name?
turned on them.
Oh,
I think
he
it
was
wasn't it Mr. AJ? I think so.
what's his name?
Alan Jackson.
No, he wasn't the perp.
Oh, was it Dwight Yoakam?
No, they might have disagreed with what they said, but one of the main ones was like a contemporary. It was a newer artist, sort of along the
Oh,
lines of them.
okay.
And he was super smug and saying,
Yeah.
basically what the president was saying was just shut up and sing.
Yeah.
Never mind your opinion. Why should you have one?
Yeah.
Shut up and sing. Imagine that. That's the name of the documentary.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That they put together at that time. And the album, the title is escaping me in this moment.
Didn't they also run over their albums with tractors?
Oh yeah, they did a big come and dump your all the albums, get rid of them here. We're providing a bin for you. It was a big, like rally inspiring kind of round of negativity. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah. Adam,
Like
could you quickly check Alan Jackson and Dixie Chicks? Because I'm wondering, I feel like it was either him or Dwight Yoakam, because I feel like one of them was like not on board with the Chicks after that.
I'm sure there was a few people that weren't on board, but who was the guy? He wears a cowboy hat, which sounds ridiculous.
Was it Jason Aldean? No.
Well, remember when the Chicks opened the CMAs with Beyonce?
Yep.
So apparently I've got an article here that says Alan Jackson reportedly walked out during their performance.
So I wasn't wrong. Okay.
Oh, brother.
But I don't seem to
Toby
find
Keith.
any more.
Toby Keith. That's it. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. Toby Keith is another one.
But now I'm mad at Alan Jackson. Like, why don't you shut up, Alan Jackson? Like,
Country music feuds, Toby Keith versus the Dixie Chicks in 2012 article. So
here's a new one. Sharon Hyland and Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
Alphabetically it works. We'd be sitting beside each other anyways. I just have so little patience for ignorance like that. Like music and the arts are supposed to be this great platform to share your thoughts and to really work it out. And we've seen artists that, go extreme negative that way and they don't get mainstream attention. But when you have when a president tells you to shut up and sing because you voiced your opinion, the president is supposed to be the president for everybody, not just the people that voted for him. I don't like that.
Yeah. I didn't like the tractors were used.
Well,
as a self-respecting farm girl, I'm like, I don't like that tractors were used to desecrate art, like to take out CDs. Like I was viscerally upset.
But imagine though, it's ridiculous. Let's burn our records or let's, smash our CDs. Okay, do it. A, it's environmentally bad, but B, you've already spent the money.
Yeah.
So you're not hurting them. You just look dumb. That's all.
Yep. And I don't know, like I love the Chicks. I love Natalie Maines. I just think all three of them are cool. They have such a great vibe together. And now I'm just looking forward to them hopefully coming back to Montreal. So I want to go see them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're so good live. And I think it's going to be a fantastic show.
One last thing I would like to put out, not with the Chicks, but I wish Mary J. Blige would come here. Because as far as I know, she's never been here.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
I'll call her after I get on with season.
Okay. Put in a word with her, Sharon.
You never know, So the whole big puzzle I was trying to create at the start of the show about how one of the artists from Scream 5, just because we were teasing the idea that there might be a Scream 6 and that they've already was it that they've already approached Neve Campbell?
Yep.
Was that the story there?
Yep.
Because I got lost in my own puzzle of it being Courteney Cox's daughter that is completely unimpressed by famous people.
Yeah.
Which is no surprise. Her mother is very famous. So why would she then be surprised by anybody that her mother knows, which is a long list of celebrities that seem to go to her house very regularly.
And what's interesting too is, like, for example, if we use Blue Ivy as an example, like Beyonce and Jay-Z's, like in a way, she reminds me, Blue Ivy, of like like a Janet Jackson when Janet was a baby, because Janet grew up around like, Stevie Wonder and like, I'm
Yeah.
sure Marvin Gaye, like all these Motown acts. And like, it's no big deal, I'm sure. Right. And it's the same thing for Blue Ivy. Like she probably has Nas hanging out, and then Drake and like whoever else like hangs out, like Kanye West with mommy and daddy. And like, of course, like, Kelly Rowland is, I'm sure, like Auntie Kelly, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally.
It's kind of mind-boggling to know that her existence is surrounded by massive artists, like not only her parents, but their friends.
Mm-hmm. It's just normal for them.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah.
We could be friends with them.
I'm sure they'd love us.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt I'd be a great friend to Janet Jackson.
Can somebody please just let her know?
Yeah, pass that along. Yeah.
You guys ready for a 90s rewind?
Ready.
Let's do it. Back.
All right. Well, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. 1997. You know what? I would bet that a number one song was at least one of the things that the Spice Girls wanted, and they got it right out of the gate with Wannabe. And of course, they'd go on to become 5 of the 11 accounts, followed by KFC on Twitter. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll break it down for you again.
Nice.
Along with 6 guys named Herb, the 5 Spice Girls.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The KFC follows 11 people, and it's 6 guys named Herb and the 5 Spice Girls. Which
It's been like that for such a long time.
I know. And you know what? I'm happy to know that many people that are hearing this right now are going to be going to Twitter after, just to make sure that I am telling the truth.
And it's still going to be that way.
And it's going to be very exciting when you get there. So do it. Badada. That's how you say Madonna in pop radio.
Oh, I thought it was the baby's father or something.
Badada's the baby's father. What?
Never.
No, Madonna wowed the crowd with her work as Eva Perón.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, brought some of the drama to Don't Cry for Me, Argentina on our CD players at the time.
Nice.
The power and the crunch of Sheryl Crow's electric guitar kept her on the charts with If It Makes You Happy for 25 weeks. 25 weeks.
That's
a lot of weeks, man.
It's a lot of weeks.
Yeah. So that would have meant that it started in the fall of 96, but we're in 97 right now.
Yeah.
Similarly, 22 weeks after the first single from Blackstreet's second album, Next Level, right? Another Level. There we go.
Yep.
After that hit the airwaves, kind of like 90s now, after 22 weeks, it was still happening. Yeah, no diggity. It was in the top 20. And 10 years after the great album, The Joshua Tree, U2 had already started mixing things up when it came to sounds and visuals. And for their third album of the 90s, the first single was in the top 20. And I believe it's one of Kelly's favorites. Let's see if I'm right. Discotheque.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I gotta say, it doesn't sound like one of your favorites when a reaction like, oh,
No, it is. It is. I got confused because I thought you were going with Lemon, but that's not the right word. Was Lemon 97?
Yeah, same album. No?
Okay. Yeah.
Why am I forgetting the name of the
Remember,
album?
Bono
Oh.
didn't like his work. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's still sort of like
You
what?
like-
me and other U2 fans like this.
I believe he only liked Vertigo.
Right.
From what I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one to like.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's your 90s rewind.
Good job, Sharon.
I
Thank
know
you.
my brain's sort of in a combination of, since we've talked about Mexico, I kind of feel like I should be back there. / I haven't had enough sleep in the past 4 nights because of the new job.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get in a
I-
rhythm, Sharon. It won't be long.
I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Just before we wrap up,
Yeah.
Lemon was released in 93.
Oh, was Lemon on
Oh, maybe. Was it early?
what album was that?
I thought
It's
it was
on,
97.
I can't be trusted right now.
It's on
No.
Zooropa.
That's it.
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Okay, so is it Pop? Was that the album that had Discotheque? Said the person who put together the 90s rewind and should have maybe jotted that down. Nothing can be left to chance with this brain. Everything will be written down. I have a
I'm
pen.
Googling as we speak.
Oh,
Yeah, so discotheque was on pop.
okay.
See, I knew it. I knew it the whole time.
Very nice. And just before you wrap up, Sharon, again, another shout out to our super fan, Rachel Dixon from Australia.
Rachel.
Yeah, actually,
no,
Sharon,
that's
you're gonna have to
British.
go to the YouTube channel because you need to see. She wrote a whole message from our last show about a burner.
She
And
thinks
so-
it's a burner.
So check
'Cause
it
it
out.
is
And
a
just like
burner.
Rachel, we appreciate like every week she literally chimes in on our YouTube channel and has like analyzed the entire show. Like she's like, I like this. That was cool that you mentioned that. Like whatever it is, she listens to every single second of our show.
Okay,
So
well, here's one for you. Rachel, would you call, like, if you were going on a picnic or to spend the afternoon at a beautiful beach on the one, because there's a zillion of those in Australia,
Mhm.
and you were bringing like, bevies and snacks and stuff, would you put them in an esky? Get back to us.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
I know, me neither, but my friend Liza says
And
it.
I'd like actually, Rachel, if you could dispel this rumor, because my better half is convinced that if we were to ever visit Australia, it would be dangerous because we'd probably be bitten by something and die of like
You would have to have a fist fight with a kangaroo.
Ah.
Is that true, Rachel? Can
Yeah.
you get back to us on that one?
That's good. Yeah. Because Elaine is convinced that if we went there, we'd either be attacked by some sort of poisonous snake while we're sleeping at night or some sort of lizard that would like get us. Yeah.
I have a friend that
think-
lives there, and she had when she first, it's been many years that she's been there, but her adjustment was spiders. That the
Oh, okay.
spiders are fairly substantial.
Ugh.
Like our
You
show. It's
can't
very-
just use a Kleenex to kill it. I think you have to put a bowl on it. You have to put a bowl on it, and if the bowl moves, you lose, and you have to move.
yeah.
So
Oh,
there's that.
Thanks, friends.
this was fun.
Yep.
You know what it was? It was a burner.
Yeah.
Thank you guys a lot. Thanks for finding 90s Now, wherever it is that you do that, and for taking us along on your walk, and enjoy your trip to Twitter to make sure that KFC actually does follow only 11 people. They do.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening to 90s Now. Still happening.